Before they run down the hill at Clemson, they touch Howard's rock. Only if they're ready to go, because if they're not, as Frank Howard himself said, keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Syracuse Orange taking on the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense first. But, Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
They go to the ground. Breaks into the open.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Caught near the sticks. It's Cook. He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. On the ground, it's Willis. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Cook. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Plays like that, a common sight for Syracuse fans a year ago as Kyle McCord led the nation in passing. The Orange won 10 games, won their highest profile bowl in a quarter of a century. Without McCord, what's the expectation now, David?
I mean, it was crazy, first of all, what Fran Brown did. Like, to take Syracuse and to make them believe, and then the high-flying offense, but now completely retooling, reloading, like all the pass catchers at the quarterback spot. So interested to watch this offense and how they put it together, because last year they found an absolute diamond in the rough.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the big fella. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling fumbling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Clemson's offense will take the field for the first time. Snags a quick pass on the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
Myers on the move. Holds it in. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
This defense might be reeling after those last two, and now facing first and goal. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finding themselves, and the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Going to swing it on second down. Safe completion on the screen. There he goes. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gill. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
To the ground with the back. Makes a man miss.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Syracuse might take a shot here on second and short. They'll try the run. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Short of Indiana's Curt Cignetti, perhaps no one had a more impressive debut in 2024 than Fran Brown at Syracuse, and they're set up well to continue their success.
Well, Fran Brown did a great job in the portal bringing in Kyle McCord at quarterback. He really helped ignite the offense. Now, all of a sudden, you've got to replace that missing piece. So I think a big part of the success this year, David, for Syracuse offense, can you score points and can you have a consistent signal button?
Yeah, because you're losing that quarterback, first of all, and all the guys he was throwing to. So they won 10 games way ahead of schedule. Fran Brown promising now. Got to do it. Got to reload with some new cast of characters and a little more difficult schedule.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Another incompletion on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Orange will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Got the quick pass. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, that play action fake, it just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Pulls and fires complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Tigers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Touchdown, Clemson! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Lost a throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Willis. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
It's so hard for these DBs to try to match up with this guy one-on-one in the back end. He's just too big, and he's just able to run the corner out-muscle everybody for the football, and haul in the catch.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Cook. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Caught close to the marker. It's Clement. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Got it behind the line. It's Ross. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Gill. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Spins away from the defender. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll run the sneak for it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on fourth down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
Quarterback on the keeper. And the ball's free in the backfield. And the defense got it. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risk you run by running it.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. The ball is out behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Syracuse. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. A strike downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Turns it on in midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. That'll be first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
Hey, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Ball marked at the 26. It's first and 10. The play action fake. Caught behind the line. It's Randall. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick. Get it to your playmakers in space. Get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Finds a little space. Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. It's complete to the right. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Touchdown, Clemson! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. An 84-yard drive there. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Motion from the wideout. They'll give it on the jet sweep, looking for room outside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Back to pass on second down. He's got an open man. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Nixon. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that shows you the experience of the quarterback there. His primary target wasn't open, so he didn't panic. Even though he was getting hit, he was still able to find his check down and find some positive yards.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the tailback. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. Gonna look downfield again. He's got it on the run. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. from the gun, the ground game. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cuse.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Turning it on! And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
To the air on first down. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying play action. That's caught. It's Williams. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Hauls it in. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Haynes. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Makes the catch. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Into the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Sends it back in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Willis. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That's caught. It's Gill. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Syracuse will be forced to punt. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a 1st half.
Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And just when you think you've seen every move, he's got another one, and he's out to the 40.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. All wideouts, no backs. To the air, it's Klubnik. Zings it complete to the right. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Looking to throw on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Pulls it in, it's Williams. They make the stop, but the sweet blowing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. He's got him wide open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spin it to those guys, let them go make plays.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The give to the back. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Tigers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Ross. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on first down from the 43. To the air on first down. And the completion to the sideline. A solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
On the direct snap, it's Cook. Across the 25. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Orange. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box, the play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Set to kick off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Got his man in the middle. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Leaves it with the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
Grab behind the line. It's Moore.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll line up for a second down play. Handoff to the single back. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're going to ride this running back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give from the gun. He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They just need a few more inches here on fourth down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Tries to get it on the ground. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Probably the only people upset about going for it on fourth down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on fourth down.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Attempt to try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's Cook. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the 1st down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Ross. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Gill. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to sneak it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Syracuse will send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking for space, it's Willis. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So 1st down will open up the final period. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Makes his man miss. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch. It's Cook. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Finds his man. It's Ross. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Missed the connection on 2nd. Now looking at a 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the 1st down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Here's the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Willis. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
On the run, it's Willis. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go right back to him. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. Grab near the marker. It's Gill. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
And I like having matchups outside like this. Guys that I know will win right away. Third down, find my guy, get him the rock, he gets the first down.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Give to the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
To the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gill.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
Looking for a push on 4th down. He's in open space downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Man, I'm 4th and 2. I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
Calls his own number. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost to you.
He'll try to pop the draw. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Pressure coming. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The give on the inside.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Gets open down the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Looking to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Caught in the backfield, it's Randall. Oh, he's got some space. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to throw it. Gets it out fast. Trying to rumble in. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has 1 stop.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Trying to pound their way in. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be third down.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw it.
Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Third and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Grabbed behind the line, it's Cook. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
From the gun, running back on the move. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Gets rid of it. Catch in the middle. It's Willis. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Might as well give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Plows through the defense.
Man, it's nice to have a guy on short yardage situations you can turn and you can hand the ball to him. And you know he's not going to dance. You know he's going to be really physical, lower his shoulder. I don't care how many yards he gets. He just needs to get past that first down marker.
The Orange converted and picked up that last first down by keeping it on the ground. Maybe they go right back to it. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Gill. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
The Orange converted and picked up that last first down by keeping it on the ground. Maybe they go right back to it. Looking downfield on first down. Going for it all. He makes a grab. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. And I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. right down the boulevard. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.